Can you really trust anybody? That's something that we're definitely going to be talking about today. We live in a world where so many people cannot be trusted. We have best friend against best friend, brother against brother, sister against sister. A lot of these things are going on. So, hey, it's your boy Bobby Beast here. Want to talk about a subject that comes to mind, and that is Law 2. And what is Law 2? Never put too much trust in friends and learn to use your enemies. Now, how does this one go? Basically, when it comes to our friends, we love our friends. We love being around our friends. We love hanging out with our friends. We're friends for different reasons. We could be friends due to things that we like. We could be friends due to, heck, there's some people out there that's friends, and you may have met them at school. You may have met them, I don't know, like randomly going somewhere to a store. You may have met them through another friend. You may have known them since you were all children. Yes, some of them. But when it comes down to it, what you also have to look at is that every friend is their own person. And a lot of us, like how we do in love relationships, when we fall in love with someone and we're with them, when it comes down to when we're with our friends, we look past negativities, or even if we do look past them, we do mention them to some degree. A true friend are going to talk to you about your negativities or talk about things you need to work on. Like, for example, if they say, hey, you need to lose some weight, your real friend's going to tell you that. Or, man, you should dress a little bit better. Your friend's going to tell you that. Your breath stink. Your friend going to tell you that. They'll pull you to the side and do it. They're not going to put it out in the opening. But, yeah, those are real friends. But even then, you don't want to put too much trust in them. And the reason why we're saying this is because in the business world, sometimes you got to understand that friendship can get somewhere. Like, for example, if you go to the same job as your friend, you think it's all cool, but at the end of the day, you're there to do your job. Y'all can be friends outside of the job, but y'all don't have to be buddy at the job, because some people, they go to work together and they're thinking the same stuff we do outside of work we could do at work, and you can't, because you have to be a devoted worker, do what you're supposed to do and get out of there. And there's people who become friends at work. Whew. Now, sometimes you make friends at work and you guys are friends forever. Sometimes y'all just make friends while y'all at that job. Clicks, so to speak. And basically, you know you can't trust them. Now, this is why I say you should never put too much trust in friends. I've seen plenty of people at different jobs. They would work together and they would be buddy. They talk junk together. They get lazy together. They'll play together. They're going to break together. They'll stay on break a long time together. They'll come back together. They'll plot on other people together to get those people fired, right up, whatever. They will play with other people's, lives, jobs, money. Never understood people like that. But this is the reason why you should never put too much trust in friends. Let one person in the group mess up. One. You'll see how strong the friendship is. I've seen situations where people are at jobs where they all buddy, they're hanging out together, but then something goes wrong. I don't know, maybe someone wrote something wrong, maybe someone did something wrong, maybe somebody said something wrong. Next thing you know, we ain't friends no more, or we ain't clicking up no more, because it's your fault. And you always got that friend that will cover. But when you take the friend down that will cover for everybody, and that friend is gone, they're written up, or they don't have a job no more, then you got the friends left and they're back being buddies. But then when something else happened again, the friend that covered you is gone. So who do you have left? One another. And so these friends quickly become enemies, and they get to the point where they start talking to each other. They start, wanting to do some things, talking about each other, putting out each other business, start talking about other stuff they never should have done, stuff they was doing, probably stealing, all kind of stuff at work, because they don't want to lose their job, but they're willing to let that other person lose their job. So you should never really put too much trust in friends, because that stuff has happened. I've not been in a situation, but I've seen situations where there have been friends. I've known some people who've been friends since they were children. I mean, babies. I knew their mamas. I knew their aunties, everything. They grew up. The next thing you know, one of the friends is responsible for that friend's death because they decided to be with that friend's enemies, even though they've been friends since they were children. Because you got some people that's like, I could be friends with you and be friends with them. They're like, I could be friends with you, even though we've been friends all our life. I've never known them until we got a little bit older, but we smoked together, we drank together, we chilled together. And the next thing you know, that friend chooses the ones they smoke and drink with over the one they were raised with. And they didn't like the one that this one was raised with, but they sided with that one, even though they knew that person all their life. I've seen situations like that. So yes, you should never put too much trust in friends. This is true. Now, in terms of using your enemies, let's put it like this. If a person does not like you, they're going to let you know. Your enemies are more direct than your friends are. Of course, sometimes your friends will beat around the bush about telling you things that you want to know or you need to know. Your enemy is not going to do that. Your enemy is going to always tell you what it is about you and everything. Sometimes your enemy is deceptive. That's how they do. But at least you know who they are and where they stand, and the fact that you don't like one another. You know this. And if you put an enemy in a situation where they have to prove themselves, they're going to get the results done because you know who this person is, right? So this is the thing about it. You got people that you may know don't like you. You got certain people that you may not know don't like you. And those are the ones you should watch out for, the enemies you should watch out for. They're smiling in your face and acting like y'all cool, but they don't like you. But the ones that show you they don't like you, you know what time it is. Now, how do you use a person like that? 9 times out of 10, you know why this person doesn't like you. They are ignorant for any reason, but they're showing you who they are, which means you can use who they are against them. I have been in situations where there's certain people who I knew didn't like me, and I was tired from work. These were people at my job. So I start talking some junk like, man, you lazy, you don't really work, you don't really do nothing, blah, blah, blah. Oh, really? I don't want to, I'll show you how to do your job. I said, really? You guys, show me what you got. Like that. They went ahead and started working. They did all the work for me. I said, man, you did all right. You did pretty good. But at the end of the day, that was me using my enemy to my advantage. I didn't feel like finishing that work that day. I was tired as hell. I did what I had to do. But this person wanted yakety yak. I'm like, man, you don't never do nothing anyway. And the next thing I know, they did what I wanted for me. And I'm like, thank you very much. And go drink a little something and go chill out. That's pretty much using your enemies against you. Or there's people in your family who don't like you, and you know what they're going to do. So it's a scenario where it's like, okay, there's been a situation where I've had people who they would do something in the family, break something, right? Or someone would say something about somebody, but then they say, I said it. And I know I didn't say it. So I said, okay, you know what? This is what you need to do. Go tell such and such this and see what happens. 9 times out of 10, what I told them is something that they know would come from them, and tell them that. And they're like, well, how did you know that? I said, I heard about it. It's a rumor. I don't know if it's true or not. Now, I would tell them something, so they would go tell the person something. They wondered how I knew, but they always knew. So then they go tell something. They said, when they go tell that, they said, well, how did you know this in the first place? And they'll say, because I did this and this and this. And they end up getting the tear up over it. And plus, they actually, we find out that they were behind the whole thing. That's how you use your enemies against you. And turning your enemies into your friends actually works for you. There's been times I've fought people and everything of that nature, and we turn out to be better friends than the people that I'm friends with. The person who you fight or the person that you don't like, if y'all have a common cause, like it could be anything. You could, y'all probably need to get some money. Y'all find out y'all are the only people from your town or city in a workplace, and y'all have to team up together as an alliance because everybody else is clicked up. Your enemy, who's straightforward with you, will side with you quickly, and you two will get some stuff done. I've had situations where I've worked at different jobs where the job is full of people from different cities, and I end up there working with people that I didn't like and they didn't like me, but we formed an alliance together to look out for each other because we already knew what time it was at that job, and we worked together to survive. Because believe it or not, people from different cities plot against people from different cities. This is true. In the job, wherever it may be, And that's how you can make your enemies your friends. That's scenario. Situations can make you and your enemies become friends. So that's pretty much what I got to say in regards to that one. So that is Law 2, guys. I just want to say to all of you that it's your boy Bobby Beast here. I just want to say much love, much respect. And remember, Law 2 is never put too much trust in friends and learn to use your enemies. I just want to say it's your boy Bobby Beast here. I just want to say much love, much respect. Hold it down. And 1. Hey, it's your boy Bobby Beast here. Want to talk about a